Welcome everybody. It is Crypto Moose, and we're gonna get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. Let's dive right into it. So Bitcoin is at what, $40,700. So we're gonna be talking about Bitcoin in this video, and we also have other videos coming out this week. So today we are Sunday, December 3rd, 2023. And the market's looking pretty strong. We're going to go over that right now. So when you're watching this, it's probably Wednesday or Thursday. So the price is hopefully higher. And let's hope that Kopi is strong as well. So let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin. I want to give you a little bit of what I've been thinking and seeing over the past several months. And we'll also get into even year to year what I see for the future of Bitcoin. So if you get something out of this, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. I've been enjoying the comments. It's nice to see, especially on Kopi. People are like, $40 Kopi, all this stuff. That's a little crazy, but when people say a $2 to $5 Kopi, I could see it happening. So let's dive right in. So we're going to use CoinMarketCap, and right now, Bitcoin is at 40,718. 78. So it's gonna continue to climb here. So if we look at the day, it just crushed the 40K mark, and I think it's the first time it's done it all year. So let's try to go where we have less ads on the right, but that's all right. So 40,719 now. Comment down below if you saw this happening. So if we look on the week, what is that, 9%? So today we're up 3%, and it's 10 p.m., right? So again, Sunday, December 3rd. On the week, we're up 10%. The month, we're up 20%, let's call it. On the year, 140%. I remember this one guy at a gas station. I told him I was buying Bitcoin, like, here. Like when Bitcoin was like under 20. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying Bitcoin. He laughed at me, at my face. And now I'm up 8x on Kopi. I need to go back there. And tell him. I'm going to wait. Till I'm a Moosenaire. Million Moosenaire. So anyways, all time, we're up ridiculous amounts. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is king right now. And year to date, we're up 140%. Let's call it 140%. It's probably going to reach that while we're watching this video. So 40,726. It's crushing it, and that's because the halving's coming. So every 4 years, you have the halving, and what that is the remaining supply of Bitcoin that gets distributed to miners gets cut in half. And when I say miners, I'm talking about the Bitcoin miners, okay? So it's crazy to think that, like, what are we at? There's total supply 21 million, right? So Satoshi has 1, Michael Saylor has like 10. So there's not a lot of Bitcoin. It's very scarce, and it's becoming more scarce as I speak, literally. So 138 days now till the next halving. So that's going to be January, February, March, April, 4 months. In 4 months, the amount of Bitcoin that miners get rewarded for gets cut in half. Bitcoin's becoming exponentially more difficult, more scarce. And that's a huge part of it, right? And it's the first money that you can own where you have self-custody if you use a non-custodial wallet. So you can have Bitcoin, for example. I got links for you guys. It's not what this video is about. But I got a Tangem. I have Bitcoin where only I know the password. And I can send $1,000 for $2 anywhere in the world. Like that. And peer-to-peer transactions is what we can do. Meaning there's no central authority taking a cut, telling us, hey, what are you doing? It's our Bitcoin, right? So that's the idea of crypto. It's blockchain. It's a decentralized ledger. It's a public ledger, at least for Bitcoin. So we're seeing that Ethereum absolutely crushing it. I'm curious to see how my NFT is doing. Let me look right now. So comment down below. Do you guys have Bitcoin? I know on this channel we're mostly ADA, Kopi, talking about those nice low caps. Speaking about ETH, I picked up one of these meta cards a while ago. I don't know how that's gonna do. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. So that's really it. Like when it comes to Bitcoin, I don't want to, bore you guys with too much. But again, it's Sunday, December 3rd. You're probably watching this a few days later. So let's hope, the next video is 50K. But Bitcoin's doing well. Bitcoin's doing really well. And I believe we're going to see, I can definitely see Bitcoin being, this is just from what I've been seeing over the years is, what is gold as a store of value? Like 5 to 10 trillion. Bitcoin will be that and some, because anybody can participate. You don't have to melt it down. It fits the digital world, right? There's so much power to Bitcoin, right? It's a store of energy. It really is. I see Bitcoin probably going to 6 or 7 trillion next bull run pretty easily. I made a post on a while ago as well as like Cardano. Cardano just broke 40 cents. Cardano is going to be a trillion in my estimate. And that won't be till like 2030, 2040. It could be sooner. But easily where Ethereum is today, right? So where's ETH? Yeah. 226 divided by, let's say, 20 even. It's at 20. Yeah, like that's easily a 10x. Like ADA is $4 to $5 minimum. Probably starting the next bull run. We'll see. We'll see. So I just wanted to make kind of a dedicated Bitcoin video, give you some of my thoughts. I think Bitcoin's going to do extremely well in terms of the store value, but don't get me wrong. I barely hold any Bitcoin right now. I'm more bullish on these smart contract based blockchains, right? The smart layer ones, as I call them. Ethereum's going to do fine as long as they can fix their gas fees, because it's crazy, man. Like it cost me like $30 to do anything with ETH, like anything. Plus fees, right? And you're moving things around. Like it's a big scam. I'm not a big fan of ETH. Comment down below. Like as much as I want to see Ethereum do well, like their gas fees suck. It's dumb. And it's not even I have $50 and I can't use ETH. It's like I got thousands of dollars and I can't even transfer without getting a $30, $40 hit. Like it doesn't even make sense. So I just hold it. I don't even do anything with it. That's why I still have some Matic, right? Like I got like 1,000 Matic, something like that. But ADA, I'm bullish. ADA, Solana, I'm liking Solana a little bit more. So comment down below. Where do you see Bitcoin at the halving? Where do you see Bitcoin at the halving? And we'll get into one more thing here. This is kind of the popular Bitcoin rainbow chart. So it kind of shows you, the halving and, when people are scared in the market, when's a good time to accumulate. By the way, I'm not telling you to pick up any Bitcoin, but let's take a look here. So right now we are December 3rd. And again, we are nearing the halving. If we look at the history, the last halving, we tend to drop a bit. So what did it do? Bitcoin went from 10,000 to 5,000, boom, to 10,000 again in the span of a couple months. So basically, Bitcoin tends to drop and go sideways and run up massively into the halving. So what does that take about? Let's see here. Let's say 2020 into 2021. So about a year. A year after the halving, that's typically when the peak of Bitcoin is. And we don't know for sure. Things are changing because the cat's out of the box now. Bitcoin is exponential. It's starting to become more and more scarce. More people know about it. It's more accessible. I remember when Bitcoin was just not accessible, extremely difficult to get in terms of, right now, on your phone. You can download almost any crypto app, buy Bitcoin. You can buy it everywhere. It's becoming easier. And not a lot of it, but to get a bit. Again, 2016, it dropped. What was it at? No, 2016, it kind of just, it was at $500-600. Boom. I remember that too. First time I knew about Bitcoin, it was about, 2016. Because I remember when Bitcoin hit $1,000 for the first time, went to 20 grand. Yeah. Canadian. I'm talking Canadian numbers, but so again, if we take a look here. So 2016, 2017, about a year later, a year and a half later. So my prediction for Bitcoin really is like, okay, into the halving, let's say it's about the same. Let's say it's about 40, 50,000, if that. So 2024, 2025, let's say middle of 2025. Yeah, that's probably right. I feel like Bitcoin will be $250,000 a token by mid 2025. That's kind of how I feel. This seems a little high to me. But we're in that place right now where Bitcoin is still cheap. Accumulate in the green. Buy, when it's even lower. So, the real FOMO, the real fear of missing out is going to be, it's going to be like somewhere here probably, right? 2025 middle. It could be $250,000. I think after $250,000, it'll take a little dive, and then, the thing is, within a couple years, that will be your entry again. So you get Bitcoin at the price you deserve, right? So with that being said, guys, that's all we really got. Let me know if you agree. I'm being real. The moose is getting loose, being real. Check out the link tree, right? Drinking some sparkling water. We got an NFT drop. The Loose Moose NFT on JPEG Store. 9 ADA, December 21st, 2023, 5 p.m. Check it out. So that's when it's minting right on JPEG Store. So go to the link tree. Also, if you haven't picked one up, you guys need a hardware wallet. You have to protect your assets. I have one plugged in right now. I got a Ledger. I got a Tangent. I got another Trezor. I got a Trezor. I got so many hardware wallets. They're crazy. I got one in each continent in case something bad happens, right? Like you should have at least, if you're in the States, you should have at least a Trezor or a hardware wallet for each state that there is in that country or each province. For me in Canada, I buried one in Nova Scotia. I got one in BC. I got one in Quebec. I got them everywhere. Buried one in Toronto. Let's hope Drake doesn't find it. So guys, save up to 25% off your hardware wallet of choice. I'm going to have dedicated videos teaching you what I do. Because again, I'm not telling you what to do. You invest at your own risk. Do whatever you want to do. But the moose is getting loose, regardless of what you're going to do. Okay? All right. That's all I got. Have a wonderful night.